guys, when people do that kind of thing to you once, it's not, are they going to do that to me again? It's, when are they going to do that to me again? Hey guys, so apparently Kris Jenner leaked a full 25-minute video of the conversation that Kanye West and Taylor Swift had in 2016, the one that basically led to everyone thinking like, oh, you know, Taylor, like, she's a traitor, she's a victim, blah, blah, blah. And I'll be honest, even I have thought that, you know, she's playing the victim card, like, way too big about that. But when you actually hear the video, what happened, like, it did vindicate her. Like, it really, like, it showed that I don't think she was the bad guy in that situation. But there are a few things that I want to go over. We're going to go over the video kind of quickly, how to deal with, you know, friends who stab you in the back, and strategies that I've had to do to avoid people like that and being in that situation myself. So the video is about 25 minutes long. It's on YouTube. I'm going to link the video below. In the video, he calls it Taylor. They're kind of talking like casually a little bit, catching up a little bit, and then he starts to talk about the song. He said that, you know, he wanted her to tweet about it when the song was released, and she was very polite, like, hey, you know, I have to think about that. She hadn't even heard the verse yet, but she had said that, you know, I have to think about that. He goes on to really, like, hype his song. He says, like, oh, well, it's my friend's favorite line in the song, it's my wife's favorite line in the song, and I've been trying to reword this 10,000 different ways in the last 8 months. So he's really trying to show her, like, hey, you know, I'm trying really hard to, you know, reword these lyrics, but this line is just too good. He was really hyping himself up there. He then goes on to say, like, oh, I think Taylor Swift might owe me sex, and she just kind of like laughed. She just kind of laughed about that line, and then she proceeds to say, well, okay, well, I'm glad it was that, and that you weren't just gonna call me like a stupid bitch or something like that. Oh my god, you guys should have seen his face crack. Like, he just like she says that, like, his face just cracked. Oh my god. And to think, like, you know, Kim, she's been holding on to this video, and why the hell did she give this to Kris Jenner? Were they gonna copyright it? Like, I think her family, they have just a whole different set of morals than the rest of the world. And what really frightens me about that whole situation, so this video was recorded in 2016. Kanye was 39 years old in 2016. And Taylor was 27 in 2016. You would think a 39-year-old man would have the maturity, you know, to be upfront and honest about that. You know, I don't get that, man. I don't understand his thinking behind that. How can, like, someone who has, like, a PhD in art, like, is this guy just really that self-serving? Like, the word narcissist is thrown around a lot when it comes to him, but we're all, like, aware that, you know, he has bipolar issues and he gets medication for that, and, you know, he's been managing it better over the years. But damn, Kanye, like, how can you be 39 years old and you're really, like, it just seemed manipulative. Like, the fact that he hyped this song was like, hey, you know, I'm trying really hard to, I don't get it. So firstly, their relationship as artists and friends, it was way back in, like, 2009. It's very well known, you know, Taylor was accepting a VMA for, like, best music video, and then Kanye proceeded to get up on the stage and say, oh, you know, that was a good video, Taylor, but Beyonce had one of the greatest videos of all time. Like, he's like Kanye West If you go on Urban Dictionary, it should just be a picture of the face palm. Taylor, when this guy did that to you, that was the first and only red flag you ever needed. When someone does that to you, and you know, in such a public forum, and even if it was just a private forum, like say they were like coworkers and like no one knew who they were, and he's going out talking about, oh my god, you know, Taylor, you did okay, but Beyonce did the best cinnamon rolls of all time. That's messed up. You don't need to patch things up with people who screw you over. And back in 2009, Taylor was like 19 or 20. And gosh, 19 or 20, and then so Kanye would have been like 31, 32 years old. Oh lordy. Overall, don't try to patch things up with people who screw you over. They don't deserve your like energy or your compassion. They really don't. And you know, to patch things up with someone when you know that they've wronged you is self-betrayal. Because in the back of your mind, you're always going to end up thinking, could this person do that to me again? Like, do you really want those nagging, like, trust issues in the back of your mind? No. Like, that guy did that. If someone did that to me, I'd be like, bye. Consciously unfriend. Say that someone backstabs you and you have like a friend group, and sadly this has happened to me a couple of times where I've had some backstabbing friends. You really have to socially distance yourself from them. Like, and you know, I had to say no to group outings with that person, because why should I even be in that sphere? Like, again, this goes into self-betrayal. Just protect your energy at all costs. Like, protect your compassion, protect your heart. These people, like, if you're willing, if you have the heart and you're extending the olive branch, just know that they don't deserve that. And again, like, self-betrayal, like, don't patch things over with people who are gonna screw you over. And the thing is, when people do that kind of thing to you once, it's not, are they gonna do that to me again? It's, when are they gonna do that to me again? Because after that first time, I mean, you've pretty much showed them like, hey, you know, I get that you did this to me and I'm gonna let this slide because I'm a nice person, but they're gonna take that chance to do that again. And to be honest, when I was much younger and a bit more forgiving, the people that screwed me over like that, they did it again. And do you want that for yourself? I certainly hope not. Again, when people like backstab you, or you know, they try to like really screw you over like the way Kanye did to Taylor, you have to socially distance yourself, even at public events. Like, there's going to be group outings, especially if, you know, you're just a regular person and you have like a friend that backstabbed you. Like, there's going to be group outings. And when it comes to group outings, like say it's like a birthday, that's generally like the reason why, and they're friends with you and they're friends with the person who isn't a good friend to you. When someone wants to invite you to a group setting with that person, I find it best to, you know, be like, hey, you know, I really, like, if this is a close friend, like a really close friend, just be like, hey, you know, I really appreciate that you're inviting me to your birthday party, and I do see, or I have heard that, you know, this other person might be there, and I want you to know, like, hey, you know, if you want us to celebrate, like, let's you and me go do something together. Like, we'll go do lunch together, we'll go see a movie together, we'll hang out together. Like, protect your energy at all costs. If you don't decide to talk to that mutual friend directly, like they say, like, you don't really have a close relationship, I mean, and if you really want to go to that event, you know, still go, because it's a fair chance that the person that backstab you, that you don't want to see, will not go because they heard that you're going. So, you know, take a chance. And if anything, if you both go there and you see each other, you are not obligated to say hi to that person. You are not obligated to be cordial to that person. Protect yourself and your energy, because you do not need to argue with anyone when, you know, you're at a gathering. Hey guys, so post filming, I do want to add that, if you are able to, like, just try to avoid speaking to them. If you see them and they're like in close enough range, I suppose, you could say like, oh, hi, but like, you don't want them to have the idea that they're forgiven or that you want to be friends with them again. Like, and again, at all costs, protect your energy. Anyways, guys, I hope that really helps and we'll chat soon. Bye.